Welcome back. Continuing our education on masks and what they do in After Effects. We are going to cover some simple mask controls such as paths, feather, opacity, expansion, as well as the different masking types. So let's jump right in. Remember, we can create masks using either the pen tool or the shape tool. Both are pretty straightforward, and we're going to apply our masks to the background layer here just to kind of see how things work, and then fool around with it a little bit. So here we go. So I'm going to start just by dragging out a mask maybe over half the screen just so we can kind of play around. This is not too visually beautiful, but it's just for learning purposes. So I've drawn out my mask, and I can see down here that mask has been created, giving us a few parameters to fiddle with. Right off the bat, we see an option that we can invert our mask. It is a quick and easy way to just invert the parameters. By default, our mask is set to add. That means anything within the mask is going to be visible, anything outside of the mask is going to be invisible. We can apply subtract, which really looks like it has the same behavior as when you invert. So add, subtract, subtract removes, add includes, but then you can invert it just kind of for a quick way to just flip that parameter. We have intersection, which is going to allow you to clip the intersection of two masks. So I'm going to go ahead and draw another mask here, and you can see that it is going to include stuff that is kind of groups the masks together. It's almost like a grouping parameter. So you can see now when I invert, it doesn't have the exact same behavior, right? So it's including everything that's intersected. So we have that. We have some parameters: lighten, darken, and difference. Those are based off of different blending modes that we won't get into just yet. But for now, you can see that you have each of these masks has different parameters. So you have to kind of, if you have a bunch of different masks, you kind of have to work together to kind of get them all jiving in similar way. I'm going to go ahead and delete these extra ones for now, though, because they're really just there to show what the intersection could do for us. So I'm going to work with just this mask for now. Simple mask, delete all the others, so I have mask 1 here. We're going to kind of work in reverse. Mask path is the one we're going to fiddle with when we start doing animations, so I'm just going to skip down to expansion. Expansion is a parameter based on pixels, and we can expand our mask. You can see here, as I add pixels to the parameter, it adds pixels up here. So right now we are taking our mask and then adding 167 pixels out. We can tone that down, and we can go inside our mask. So if you want to create a nice little frame there for any reason, we could do that as well. So here now we're negative 25 pixels in from each parameter if we use mask expansion. Set that to 0. Mask opacity. This is a way where we can cause the mask to be completely transparent, showing nothing, relatively useless, or be 100% opaque, showing completely what's inside of the mask. Mask feathering offers some softness, so it's really blending. Instead of there being a really hard edge where our mask shows stuff, doesn't show stuff, now we have this soft blend between the two. So this is a nice simple way to create a soft fade. So if we wanted this nice vignette look, we could do that using the feathering parameter. So there you have it. We'll deal with mask path in a third video, where we talk about animations, but different blending modes: adding, subtracting, intersecting, mask feathering to make the borders softer, mask opacity, the overall opacity of the mask, and then expansion to add or subtract pixels around that border.